E-learning and accessible value-based education. Accessibility within the value-based education. What first though, John?
We have a masterclass that Daniel absolutely loves. He's taken it at least 17 times, and so should you, because it's all about helping you get your learners success.
Now that part is true, the first part was not. But go watch it, it's great stuff. Been working with these guys for a long time.
So we got 3 things we're gonna talk about when it comes to e-learning and accessibility. The first one is really the fact that higher education today isn't necessarily the best form of education to make the most monetary returns as a person in society.
I got a great example for this one. We're gonna talk about college not equaling a high-paying job. Okay, I spend part of my time co-located in the Bay Area, San Francisco, and there was a young person from Mission High School out there, $120,000 a year job after getting their Google certification to be able to perform whatever the certification was for. That child has the money now to go to school, get educated around something that now they really know they want to be educated around.
Instead of just picking something because they have to.
Because they have to.
This happens all the time.
It's not, college doesn't have to be the next step in your continuum of life after high school. What it should be though, is something that's going to add a certain level of value to your life, which is what e-learning has the potential to do.
Exactly. E-learning really gives the power to the student. And that really brings us to the second point, which is you can spend $1,000 on an online class or an online, just a complete curriculum.
Let's go one step further. And I mean, there could be competition, but they're out there in the marketplace, right? Coursera, $39 a month access to however long it takes you to finish the course. That's markedly different than paying $250,000 for.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, $1,000, we're trying to be nice. We don't want the colleges to feel like they're completely overcharging people. That's why I picked $1,000. But you're right. I mean, you can go to Udemy and get a class for $10. I could learn how to be a Photoshop expert for $10 from one of the best Photoshop experts in the world by going to Udemy and paying $10.
Let's take it one step further. After you've got some of this value add from some e-learning platform, there's different platforms out there even further that then allow you to go solicit work. The Fivers of the world, the Upworks of the world. Now you can put that marketability that you just got through your certification, your e-learning platform, and go do well for yourself. The same thing that college is supposed to guarantee, you've got a little bit more control over in the seat when you're an e-learner.
And that really brings us to the third point, which is the amount of time it takes, the commitment to a 4-year degree versus, as you said at the beginning, like committing to like a 6-month boot camp or a much shorter amount of time, but really getting good at a marketable skill in that time.
That society in the marketplace is looking for, right? So you've got, let's just kind of really go down a couple of rabbit holes or identify the rabbit holes. Let's not go down them. 4 years, there's a lot of room and opportunity to lose yourself, to get off track. An 18-year-old person, fresh out of high school, you go from having adult-like access with childlike responsibilities to adult-like access with adult-like responsibilities, but yeah, this is the first time you've had to exercise those things. You don't have to necessarily do that, in my opinion. If you're in a 6-month course right after high school and you're still staying at your parents' house, pay some bills, get your credit up, life starts off differently. That's one in particular way, regardless if you took the e-learning course or not. But to be locked into a 4-year institution and to the debt that you've now acquired because at 18 in month 1, you went and submitted to something that come month 6, you're ready to backpedal out of. Michael Jackson moonwalk to a whole nother place. and you can't. You could, but you really can't because now you're on the hook for it. You know, who walks away from $40,000 of debt and saying, the plan I had to repay it, I'm just gonna abandon that. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
But the good thing with all this is that some of the institutions, some of the big colleges, universities are finally, because it takes so long for them to change things, right? They are integrating programs that are smaller, that are e-learning based, that are affordable. So for example, you can go to Cal Berkeley and get a certificate in podcasting. You can go there and get a certificate from their amazing film and journalism program, and it's going to cost you less than $1,000, and it's only going to take you a couple months to get. So you still get to put the name on your resume, but you don't have to fork over the $250K because it's more accessible.
I appreciate that example, because what are we really talking about? We're talking about keeping up with the times, staying relevant, staying in a value-based, value-added space. Shouts out to Cal Berkeley for doing that. They know the power of their name, and now they're allowing people to leverage it for a fraction of the cost, still staying relevant in the times. That's important.
So remember, Daniel's taken our masterclass 17 times. He's about to actually go do it
This
now.
is the 18th.
Number 18 is about to happen. So go check that out. Thanks for the likes and subscribes.